That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted. That's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score.
Okay, Coach. Well, after the season ends, the Chargers most likely moving about 12 miles north of here. But for now, we've got football at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Broncos.
Behind! Lucky!
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. A big run there by Freeman. 44 yards on the ground. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, Flacco, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Check right 39.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Let's go, let's go! At their own 15-yard line.
So the Broncos coming out now. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
At the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Flacco from the gun. The Sanders has got it complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, 83 yards, and the Broncos will extend their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Bang, 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 bang.
Here's Allen. On the move to his left. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Check round 80.
Check right 39. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Regular.
39. Check right 39. Let's go, T.
Alert.
It's going to be a long day. Showing it.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds an opening past the 40. He finds Coleman. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Corey Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. Make it 13-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2nd down, Flacco now. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And it brings up third down.
Lock it in. Fred.
57. Gun. 57. Watch the screen.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, with the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Mike's 65. 65. Say.
Stop.
Check.
Pass.
Check. Hey, alert 3.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Check, 47. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Pass.
Jumper. Kill.
Regular.
Check the backer.
Alert! Here we go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Broncos take over
We got
first and
this.
10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, the last go-around for them, they tried that really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 85 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Chargers 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it has
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Alert, alert, alert.
On second down now. It's Gordon, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To the air, Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-punt drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give them 14 on that one, and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Behind, side, grenade.
It's outside, guys. It's outside. Switch.
Red. Behind.
On first down, Flacco under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Gun.
I got motion.
Gun.
50 seconds to Mike. Here we go.
Gun.
Mike, 50 seconds. Bound to lose one. 57.
Flacco looks to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Gun.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Round 80. Hey, hold.
Watch the out. 25.
On first down, Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second and 11 now. Allen, he'll air this one toward Coleman. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
56.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. McManus now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Broncos 34, Chargers 7. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Allen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The sack by Todd Davis.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check three. Hey, tight. Alert.
Allen going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Middle.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
20.
52's the mic.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, 81 yards. And the Broncos add on. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Hey, check, Mike, 39. Half 85. Check.
Allen now on 1st down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Shamarko Thomas. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. A pass there complete to Sutton. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
52's the mic, boys.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
From the gun, Flacco. This is the tight end Fant. And I think the ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Check Mike 39. I got him. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Allen's throw is complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And now he'll tuck it in. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Josh Allen with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Broncos 41, Chargers 14. Mike Badgley to kick off for the
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready, hard, step, away. Lock it in.
Push him back. Push him back.
Gun. Ready, hard.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Check.
Check 13. Check 13.
36.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Passing play, Flacco. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Nifty move by Gordon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen, the former 1st-round pick, Kareem Jackson there defensively. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Corey Coleman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Flacco from midfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing here on first down. Flacco completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Flacco toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Fight 51, Mike 51. Hey, Zoo! Get the ball right here, let's go! 5 wide. Go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to drop him.